Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, a big announcement for the Razorbacks as reports claim Bobby Petrino is returning to the University of Arkansas as the new offensive coordinator. The university has not yet officially announced the hire, but reports from multiple college football insiders say he will be hired soon. New posts on Petrino's X account are also hinting at a return. Petrino posted this video of his granddaughter calling the Hogs on X. He also changed his bio, adding in a hashtag WPS at the end and changing his location to Fayetteville. Now, Petrino served as the head coach for the Hogs starting in 2008. He led the team to the Sugar Bowl in 2011 and took the Hogs to the Cotton Bowl in 2012, beating Kansas State. However, he was abruptly fired by then athletic director Jeff Long in the spring of 2012 after Petrino admitted to engaging in an improper relationship with an athletic department staffer. This week, 5 News reporter Parker Abels caught up with a few students at the University of Arkansas to hear their reactions to a possible Petrino return.
He was really good back in 2010, and it's going to be a really good. It's going to be a really good thing for us. The only bad thing is about like the accident, but that's the past. We got to get over it. Yeah, it's going to help Sam him out a lot.
It's certainly interesting. We'll see. I know he had success here before, but it'll be interesting to see if he can actually succeed this time with the different pieces. And honestly, college football itself looks different than how it did when he last coached at Arkansas. So we'll see.
You know, it's mixed feelings. You know, he didn't exit in the best circumstances, but the offense has been pretty brutal this year. So change it up, maybe see something new, and if he does well, maybe keep him.
Well, this news comes as the Razorbacks are looking to revamp their offense after a 4-8 season this fall. And ESPN has reported that the Hogs are finalizing a deal with Petrino. Well, new video and images have been released on a vehicle Fort Smith police say was involved in a deadly hit and run. This happened on Rogers Avenue on November 17th, where 21-year-old John Massey Stevens died in the accident. Investigators believe the vehicle they're looking for is a Ford truck with the model year from 2011 to 2016. It could have damage to the passenger side window. You're asked to call Fort Smith Police if you have any information. Meanwhile, we have an update on an effort to restore abortion access in Arkansas. The state attorney general has rejected the proposed ballot title for an amendment that abortion rights supporters hope to put before voters next year. The rejection mentions several ambiguities in the proposal that, in the AG's opinion, could mislead or confuse voters, including its use of the words access and health in several places. The group now has the opportunity to resubmit its proposal after reworking the document. In a statement, the committee welcomed what they called Griffin's nonpartisan analysis, also saying they are heartened by the overwhelming support that they received from Arkansans across the state, including pledges to sign a future petition in favor of the amendment. Abortion has been banned ever since the Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade. All right, we'll have more news in just a minute, but first, let's get a check of that forecast with you for meteorologist Zach Scott. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Joe, we got some changes on the way. Let's enjoy our Wednesday. It's the warmest day of the work week. We've been building up to this the last couple of days. South winds came back yesterday. They're there today, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Going to try to bump us up into the lower 60s for northwest Arkansas. Should see widespread 60s across the river valley, the Washtalls. Scattered mid to higher level clouds filtering in from south to north as we go through the day. We should overall see more sunshine for northwest Arkansas. But again, filtering out a little bit of sunshine. Clouds continue to thicken as we go overnight. 20 to 30% chance of a stray shower. 20 to the north, 30% chance off towards the south. That increases as we go through the morning, through the afternoon. We'll bump it up to 100% chance of scattered showers developing to the southwest and moving northeast through the day. Rain-cooled 50s likely. You can see that play out here one more time behind me as we look at future track radar. Scattered morning showers, and then we'll continue just to see rain developing off towards the southwest, coming in as we go in the afternoon. Overall, best chances for severe weather, Joe, off towards the south. Can't rule out Podo to Greenwood over to Waldron. Maybe a strong storm or two. Top threat would be a brief pocket of hail.
Thanks for that, Zach. Well, now that it is getting a bit colder at night, the need for safe and warm housing is becoming pretty important. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis spoke with the Northwest Arkansas Salvation Army on how they're working to combat the cold nights.
It's the difference between life and death sometimes because it gets so dangerously cold at night.
Stephanie Chastain with the Salvation Army says the shelter has been closed the last 6 months as they made renovations to expand the space and help more people. And the shelter reopened last week just in time for the winter season.
When it's so cold and you're looking for any type of shelter, it's a scary thought. It's almost like it slows time down, because all you're thinking about other than the drugs and alcohol is how you're going to stay sheltered and stay warm enough, because people out here die when they don't have any place to go.
Ryan Huff is a former addict and graduate of the rehabilitation program the shelter offers. He says his time spent at the shelter changed the trajectory of his life, and the expansion will continue to help more people.
Just having a place, somewhere to lay your head down at night, that's not just a relief, but that in itself can give you hope.
We have 18 beds here in the women's dorm, 18 beds in the men's dorm, and then we have 12 in our family dorms. We have 2 family dorms, so we've been able to expand exponentially.
Stephanie says many who use the shelter are local residents who struggle to find affordable housing across Northwest Arkansas.
Everyone across the country is feeling the effects of inflation and rising costs of just living your everyday life. And some are just unable to keep up with that rise. And so we're glad that we're here to be able to be a safe place for someone who's struggling during these difficult times.
Kayla Davis, 5 News.
Well, Chastain says a day shelter across the street, 7 Hills, is working to open a night shelter of their own. And the Salvation Army location in Fort Smith is also making some renovations. They say they should be finished within the next 2 months. Thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.